Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they nearly get 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Jaguars.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson now. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Josh Oliver.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team, just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Block and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31.
Ball carried by number
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
To throw it is Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 26 and a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1 yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Running it with Armstead. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Block now to throw. And his pass, incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. from the gun. It's Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Jacksonville.
And to give this time to the tailback. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 44, Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he's got this down to the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. They go play action here on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down and goal. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Lambo is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
5-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Locke to throw. His throw incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Locke. He'll go up top here and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for the Broncos on 3rd. 44 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jaguars' 30-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Locke. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
C.J. Henderson.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra.
It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now Jackson on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jarrell Casey, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. The open man is Westbrook.
Complete.
Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
And
this has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
He's brought down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down and 4. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 4 yards to go.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
A 32-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Lock. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Lock. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Locke again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And McManus able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it, makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 30 on second down. Locke. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
It is good.
And his kick is good.
The score, Jaguars 27, Broncos 10.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
26. Alpha. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Got you. I got you, son.
From the gun, Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Locke now on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
We own them. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. Don't get nervous. 29 is the mic. Mike, what happened?
They do go for it. It's Locke. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing is Jackson. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Von Miller able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He completes this to Sutton. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Locke and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Bring it. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check. Come to my work.
On play action, Locke. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it's going to be 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Locke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. Now a handoff looking right. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
43 on the carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Jackson's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Throwing on first down is Locke. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton with his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Good trap.
Jackson on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Down at the 41.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now left side on the swing pass. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, second and 10.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Squeeze,
Throwing again, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
56, right there, 56. Watch the run, 56.
Again, Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 11. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Here we go, let's get him.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
On first down, Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
First down, Jaguars.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, one play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
In the end zone.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Denver, good night, everybody.